Hey guys, it's Danilies here, and welcome to my first episode of Dragon Ball Z Mystery Sen. I decided to make this video because when I first started playing the game, I had no idea what I was doing, or I wanted to know how I could get better. It becomes really competitive when your team starts getting good and you start ranking up in tournament, so I kept on looking up YouTube videos about like if my team's good or who I should get, and I just couldn't find anything on YouTube. I pretty much started this game early on in Server 6, so I am a bit ahead of everyone else, and I'm currently ranked 7 in the tournament, which is pretty good. And basically what I'm going to do is give you some tips on what I did and what you should do to get better at the game. So I'm actually currently playing on iOS, and I think the game originally came out on Android, and what I noticed was that they had a lot more unlockable characters than we did, and that they were much more ahead than us in the game. Anyway, I'm going to talk about my current team. Using Hercule, Cell, Gotenks, Evil Boo, and Golden Frieza. Now, believe it or not, the strongest heroes I have in my team are Hercule and Cell, even though they are 6-star monsters and the rest are 7 stars. Hercule would have to be my favourite by far. The reason I like him so much is because he has an ability which is a taunt, and that basically means he gets the whole enemy team to only target him while he restores 15% of his max HP. But if you get him to promotion 20, like I will soon, he'll be able to restore 1% of HP every second. Now the reason I like him so much is because while he's tanking for the whole team, my other heroes can get off as much damage as possible without being hurt until Hercule dies. But on top of this, I also have Gotenks who are unlocked from a special event, and I'll get into more detail about that later. But the reason I think he's so OP is because his first ability that he unlocked is like an aura, and it pretty much heals the whole team 12% of their max HP, and I think it's about every 2 seconds it happens, and the longer he stays alive, obviously the more he'll be able to activate the ability. So your team's just constantly healing and causing heaps of damage to the opposite team. Now for the best hero that I have, which is Cell, I use him because of 2 reasons. One, he has a really good AoE ult, and the second is because when you get him to promotion 20 like I did, if he dies in battle, he can pretty much revive himself, so meaning that he comes back alive, and it's like you're getting another team member. So it's like you having 6 team members instead of 5, and if you're versing a team of 5, it's a 6v5. Obviously you have the upper hand. And who I also use is Evil Boo, because he's a range hero that won't get hurt until later in the fight. He just does probably the most damage in my team compared to everyone else. And I used Gohan originally for my range character, but I noticed Boo had an AoE ult, and he had abilities that just kept on increasing his damage. So eventually when I get him to 20 as well, promotion 20, he'll have a heal. It's going to take a long time, so I won't be able to get it straight away, but I'm planning to keep him in my team for a while so that I can upgrade him, and then hopefully it just works out well. And lucky last, I have Golden Frieza. Now, I do not like him very much. He just dies so quickly no matter what I do to him. But I do use him as my backup, so he's pretty much my last priority, and what he'll do is he'll come into the fight and he'll get off a shit ton of damage to the enemy team, and usually he does finish them off before anyone else dies, but sometimes it doesn't go according to plan and he'll just die straight away. But he will get his ultimate off, so it is worth having. I'm probably going to replace him next, depending on who I get. I really do want Margin Vegeta. It is going to be very hard to get unless there is a new event coming out which does require gems. So my biggest tip to all of you is save your gems. I'm saying this because there are events that pop up each week that give you a chance to win a 7-star hero. That's how I got Gotenks and Evil Boo. So pretty much what you have to do is compete with the rest of the server in spending gems on trying to win these heroes, and however much gems you spend on it will then give you a rank and you have to keep fighting for a better spot to earn the better prize. Now, this does seem like a waste, but you also gain some other benefits. So, you know, when you go to summon normally 10 times with your gems, you have a chance of getting a hero, but when you use your gems on the event, you get the same summoning with a better chance of getting a 6-star hero. So I would generally just wait for the event instead of doing normal summons, and while you're also summoning, you'll be ranking up so that you have a better chance on getting the 7-star hero. Now, another tip I would recommend is that you join a league as soon as you can, because if you're in a good league, you get a HP bonus and an attack bonus for your team, which is a big help. And I actually created a league in my server, and we're currently rank 3. We get a 8% HP bonus and a 9% attack bonus. We recently just won the tournament between all the leagues, and we got a really cool prize. It was actually 5 shards of Margin Vegeta, which is insanely hard to get because he's such a good hero. I would recommend you put all runes you have on all your heroes. They may not seem like a big boost, but they do help heaps. Also, make sure you train your team, because for every 5 levels you train them, you get an extra percentage bonus. So I wouldn't favor any particular slot. I would make sure all the slots are the same level. So level 5 HP, level 5 attack, and then go to the next slot, level 5 HP, level 5 attack, and just keep doing that. Also, keep your reincarnation stones, because when you reach that level where you can use them, they will greatly increase your team strength. I made a mistake of selling them. They were worth a lot of money. I'm like, what the hell do I use these for? I can't figure it out. So I sold them all, and then I realized when I reached the level, you can actually use those reincarnation stones to upgrade your team. So I made a really big mistake, and that's why I'm trying to help you guys. So, about VIP. Now, I know it's not everyone's cup of tea to pay for games, but I would recommend at least becoming VIP 3 so that you can get some skip benefits which help progress the game a lot faster, instead of watching every battle, which does make it draining and probably a little bit boring, so you stop playing. Also, make sure that you are doing everything that you can in the game before the day resets so that you can make the most out of it. This will help you get ahead of other players, and you'll receive better rewards as time goes on. So that pretty much means donate to your league's aura, do the dungeons, make sure you do all the cross server battles, and even though Corin Tower is annoying and very repetitive, and I'm so sick of doing it, make sure you stick to it, because in the end it's going to pay off. And if you can't progress anymore in the normal battle mode, try to see how far you can get in the elite mode, because you will receive better rewards in the elite mode, and you'll also get more XP, I believe. And if you can't do either because your team is too weak and you want to keep leveling as fast as you can, what I normally do is use the auto loot selection. So that basically means you go to the highest chapter that you've completed with 3 stars, and there should be a button pressing auto loot. You'll be able to do as many rounds as you can, and you'll receive all the XP that you would have in a normal battle, and you'll also receive the rewards. Sorry for the way my voice has been. I do have a cold, so I have been sniffling. Oh, and make sure when you go into the Android plan that you merge all your gear together so that you can keep upgrading your gear, so eventually you get 7-star gear. This does take a long time. I'm still struggling to get all my 7-star gear, especially in a matching set. What you can do is enhance your gear. So I've been enhancing my 6-star gear to make it +1, +2, +3, so that is a good alternative. Although that does slow down the process of getting 7-star gear. What else you can also do is split your heroes that you don't use or you don't need them as partners. This just helps with you getting promotion cards so that you can promote your team, so eventually they can unlock a new skill and your team will become stronger through doing that. If you do need some updates on the game, you should definitely check out the Mystery Saiyan Facebook page. I'll leave a link in the description. It'll pretty much just tell you if there's ever going to be some server maintenance or what's going to be coming out on the server. It'll just keep you updated. I definitely check it out all the time. And guys, it would be greatly appreciated if you liked the video, especially if you enjoyed the content today, and subscribe if you want to see more content. I really want to keep making more videos for you guys on this game, so leave a comment telling me if you've played the game or if you're wanting to try it out now that you've seen the video. Once again, thank you for watching and enjoy the rest of the gameplay.